We're back on the Morning Brew. How great is it to have Vibe Struggle on this morning, man?
They're really good. I like their sound.
I'm having a fun time with those guys.
It's a great
and it's good to see that you got the memo. You got the memo to wear the red shirt.
Yeah.
I'm glad it got circulated.
Yeah, you know.
The producers sent it out.
Yeah, I tried.
But it's time for Bernco on the Brew. I love our little graphic for that.
I think it's
cool, so much
man.
fun, right?
Because
you guys, whenever you come on, you have so much to talk about for Berlin County.
Yeah, there's always a lot going on.
Right. Well, I know that I think a lot of people in the South Valley were disappointed that the South Valley celebration, it basically got blowing rain and snowed and cold weathered out.
Yeah.
It was it was originally scheduled for weekend before last.
May 1st. It was scheduled for May 1st.
And that was the day that I woke up and the rain was blowing sideways in front of my house.
Yeah. Well, you know, a big part of the celebration is, you know, jumpers for the kids and the tents for all the vendors and stuff like that. And you just couldn't do that with that kind of wind.
No.
So we had to cancel it for that day and reschedule for this weekend.
Right.
So South Valley celebration going on this weekend.
So that means the cleanup's on Saturday.
The cleanup starts on Saturday morning, 8 o'clock at Westside Community Center. And basically, we're asking, you know, a lot of times the youth groups and clubs, we always got a huge, there's one of the karate clubs down there that brings a couple hundred kids, and they just
awesome.
clean.
That's ninja style clean, then.
They ninja clean, yes. but it's great because, as a commissioner likes to say, you know, when you're going to have like a party at your house, you know, the day before you clean your house.
Right.
So before we're having the South Valley celebration, we want to clean the house a little bit.
I like it.
And just, you know, and this year with all the rain and stuff, we're getting weeds and stuff, so we want to clean up.
The rain is great, but it washes all that stuff right into the middle of Isleta Boulevard.
Yeah, so the cleanup again starts Saturday morning.
And the Westside Community Center is the one near, was it Isleta
and Arenal.
Arenal.
Yeah, and so it's just west of or just east of that.
And that's also where the big celebration will be on Sunday, right? That's where there's going to be bands all day.
Bands all day. There's great food always. There's a guy who brings this roasted corn on a cob.
Oh, I know exactly
who
you
is so
mean.
good.
It's like he makes this roasted corn on the cob that's dripping in butter.
Yeah.
And then he'll put like cinnamon and stuff on the butter and the corn. And it's like
cinnamon
the
or
most
chili.
Or chili, whatever, like
powders
different kinds of toppings.
Lemon pepper, whatever. But, yeah.
Love it.
But so he'll be there. He'll be there in long.
Bring that guy on the show with you. That's the guy. That's the guest we want on the Morning Brew.
Okay,
the guy who can make us awesome roasted corn.
Well, we also have the parade. Great parade every year. A lot of great lowrider cars.
I love watching the Lolos.
And, you know, marching bands, things like that. And what's really fun about this parade is that it really is kind of showcases the whole South Valley. And people come in, and of course we'll be celebrating the outstanding citizens for the year. Every year we pick, well, the community picks, and the county both pick 10, 11 people to be outstanding citizens. What did they do? And these are people who have done, we've got a guy who's a barber who gives haircuts to the homeless. We've got people who, a wrestling coach from Rio Grande High School, who was the head wrestling coach before he ever got hired. I mean, he did it voluntarily for many, many years, and he's fine. But so there's these people who
there's people in the valley who we forget that just give of themselves, right?
They do, they really do. We've got a person who owns a tire shop, right, who constantly is giving back to the community, and you know, even simple things like somebody has to have a raffle for a fundraiser, and he'll give them a set of tires for a raffle. I mean, you know, that's not an inexpensive thing.
Right.
Just this kind of people, you know.
Right.
And so we're going to be celebrating those people. And of course, they get to ride in the parade.
Right.
So each of them get in their own car and they ride in the parade.
That's perfect.
And everybody gets to find out who has the coolest car that I can ride in for,
no
for
doubt.
the parade.
No doubt.
But again, great time, and we're glad that we were able to reschedule it because you know it is such a big celebration.
Movies in the park still continuing though? The free movies?
The movie in the park is going to happen Saturday night.
I love it.
So
was it Frozen? No, it was a kids movie.
I can't remember which one.
It was a kids movie. I think it might have been Frozen. Andy was here last week talking about it, but
we're not
I
sure.
forgot.
We're not sure if we got the same movie or not.
That's all right. And then of course there's the Paradise Hills celebration.
Yeah, Paradise Hills was scheduled already for this weekend, but since they're far enough apart, they really don't affect each other as far as the crowd that goes.
Just throw a party every weekend, Mike.
You know, it's something that for the community we love to do when we can.
Well, it's called a Day in Paradise,
and it's at Paradise Hills Park, which is up off Paradise Boulevard. It's about I want to say 3/4 of a mile east of Paradise and Unser.
I know the
area.
park, and I think everybody who lives up in the Paradise Hills neighborhood certainly knows
Yeah.
that park. It's a great, beautiful spot.
Yeah, and the thing is, same thing there. We're gonna
And
have
also
food
great
vendors.
parking there.
Yeah,
It's one of the few parks where there actually is a nice crusher-fine parking lot, so
Yeah.
you can fill that up.
yeah. And the nice thing to again there is we'll have some outstanding citizens from that area of town too.
Oh, excellent.
A couple of educators who just do amazing work with kids like that. So we got again another group up there, more great food. That one has a little bit more for as far as youth clubs involved. They really love to have the youth clubs come on, karate kids and dance groups and stuff. And so
Sounds like fun.
one of the things that makes something like that fun is you get the kids on stage, and the parents and the grandparents and uncles and aunties will all be there to watch them. And
No
you get
doubt.
a great crowd, and everybody has a great time.
That's the classic way to make sure that you get a big crowd, right? And then we were talking about some of the art before, and
Yes.
we did look up the statue you love,
Yeah.
and it's not a Betty Sabo
No,
piece,
it's not.
but we found as we were looking, and you found like every bronze sculpture like that we recognize from the city. Seems like was done by Betty Sabo. The skateboarder that we high five in front of the Starbucks downtown, the hotel by Civic Plaza.
That whole grouping.
Yeah.
And every time, I work downtown. Every time you walk by there's some tourist,
Right, you always put your arm around the
putting your
statue
arm around
and do
a
the
statue,
selfie, right?
or like you said, a high five to the guy on the skateboard.
Right.
So that one, and again, right in front of a hotel, a lot of tourists have taken tons of pictures there, and it's a cool
Right.
place.
Right.
Then the other one I really like, and she was part of it. It was her and another Rivera was the last name.
Sonny Rivera.
Sonny Rivera. They did the statue in front of the Albuquerque Museum. Now
Right.
it is probably one of the biggest statue collections I've ever seen.
Right.
It's all a scene of
The bronze, the bronze with everybody in front of it.
yeah, and
It's
there's
beautiful.
The animals on the carts and everything. It's great.
I love
her.
it.
Her work will be missed.
Right. Well, we got our friends from Vibe Strong in today, and they've been crushing all morning. Thank
Yeah.
you guys for coming in. This is beautiful stuff.